just wanted to come on here really quick and show you guys my cheeks. Look how good they look. They're still a little red. I think that's always going to look that way. I mean, it is always going to look that way. But it's so much smoother and it looks just so much better. Which is why it's a bummer that I have to stop the medicine. But we are going to call the doctor tomorrow and see what our options are. But I went to go take out my contacts because it's 11:30. It has to be 11:30. Oh, it's 11:55. So I went to go check out my contacts and I'm gonna go to bed. And I'm like, oh, whoa! The little things, guys. The little things. Yes.
Like a light, lighting up in the dark.
I have so much fun with this. So much fun. I forgot to pull this piece back because I pulled back a little section. Guys, my books are outside. My books are outside. They're outside. They're outside. They're outside. They're outside. They're outside. Okay. Oh, that was a big bug. Okay. I'm just gonna put you here. Those are so freaking heavy. It's not even funny. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. Package 2. Package 3. 3 packages of books! I'm so excited! Where can I open them though? This is so many books. This is the most books I've ever ordered at once. I think my most before this was 20. This is 40. Oh my gosh! Okay, so I got the okay from people that say this is cute. It's not gonna focus. Hello. Whatever. But I'm just gonna keep going with that, so let's do this thing. I'm gonna turn on some Criminal Minds because it's gonna take a while. I gotta make 27 of those. That took forever. Ooh, I look really red in this lighting. Oh, is it gonna adjust? Can we make it work for one video? This is such terrible lighting. Hang on. Better, I think. Yes. Okay. Hi guys. Different location, obviously. I'm trying to film in here just for this quick clip little video, like end part, because my room, my air conditioner is loud. So I figured I would just film in this room. This is the workout / dad's office, so yeah. So I edited the footage up until now and I realized it was 4 minutes and 30 seconds long, so we are coming in with something to hopefully fill in a little bit of the gap. Because I could have just posted it, but I feel like it wasn't that cool of a video. I mean, it was okay. I thought I had more footage than I actually did that related to Two Kinds of Us. A lot of the footage I did have was this lighting. I hate it. I hate it so much. A lot of the footage I did have was just like random hodgepodgey kind of footage, so I figured, okay, not the best route we want to go for release week. That's why I look kind of grungy. I have a headband on and my hair's up in a bun, and it is literally 10 o'clock because I finished editing and I was like, shoot. So I'm just going to go through and answer some of your guys' questions. I asked you really quick on Instagram if you guys had any questions. I also had somebody actually just take a picture. They went to Barnes & Noble today and Can't Catch My Breath was on the shelves, which is so bizarre. I don't know why / how. I don't know how it got there. As far as I know, I think you have to go through Barnes & Noble. Like, it's kind of difficult to go through the Barnes & Noble channel. I don't really know how to do it. I looked into it once, but it kind of overwhelmed me, and that was back at the start of everything, so I haven't gone through it again. So I'm not sure how it got on to that Barnes & Noble all the way in New Jersey, but it's there, and it's just so exciting. I don't know if maybe somebody had asked their Barnes & Noble to stock a copy, maybe. I don't know if that works that way, but either way, it definitely made my night. Ugh, that's so cool. I don't think any of my books have ever been at a Barnes & Noble. I've had a few books at an indie bookstore. I had a reader who worked at one, so she ordered the books for that bookstore. Shelby, you're the best. But otherwise, I don't think my books have been in bookstores, not that I know of. So that's so cool. But now we're going to go into some of the questions. You guys, you know, I didn't get very many because I literally asked it not that long ago. And it was a very last minute thing, and I'm like, somebody help me. I need filler. Just need a little bit of filler. So I have 6 questions to go through. Thank you so much to Pixie, Ann, and Anna for sending in the questions. So Pixie asked, who would you cast as the main leads if the book became a movie? I'll have to get back with you on that. Maybe I will do a follow-up video where I add that cast of characters. And do a video solely on that. That would have been a great video for release week. Fudge nugs. So keep an eye out for that video. That's going to come coming soon. What was the hardest part about writing the book? I think the hardest part was making sure Destell's evolution with Destell and Stella kind of was believable and entertaining, because Stella is her alter ego / other persona, and Destell kind of battles with viewing Stella as a part of her. She views Stella as like a whole separate thing. Destell doesn't feel like Stella. It's very hard to explain. And that's probably the reason why it was so hard for me to write it. There was so much pressure to get it right, and I was really afraid it was too slow, it was too boring, it was too confusing. So that was probably the hardest part, to make sure her mindset about Stella came across accurately and understandably. That was difficult. Yes, for sure. What did you love most about the book? Okay, what did I love most? I honestly loved Harry so much. I loved everything about Harry. I loved crafting his character, and I loved crafting his character mingling with Stella / Destell. I loved their interactions. I think they were probably the funnest couple to write because they both had so much going on in their lives, and it was interesting to see the secrets they kind of kept. So I think they were the funnest couple to write. Yes, Harry and Destell. I love them so much. So probably what I love the most about this book is the couple and the obstacles that they go through, because there's so much personal growth in this story. It's not like trivial kind of things they have to get past. I mean, there's some of that, but more is of the personal growth and how they see themselves and kind of coming to terms with themselves, and I really love that. How long did it take you to write the first draft? And I think I wrote the first draft for Nano in 2020, right? November Nano. And then I didn't finish, or was that not? Yes, November Nano. Didn't finish that draft. I wrote everything, but when I got to the ending, I stopped. I'm kind of getting this confused with Can't Catch My Breath. Am I? No, because there's no way I would have written Can't Catch My Breath in November and published it in January. So yeah, so I would have written Two Kinds of Us in November. Yes, because my book hadn't been back from the editor yet. Yes, so in November I wrote this book. Didn't finish the draft, but the first draft was mainly in November. I didn't finish it, but that was just because I didn't feel like finishing the story, because I knew even that first draft, this is not going to be the final draft. And this story changed so much since the evolution, since the first draft. I think I say that all the time. Can't Catch My Breath was, I think, the wildest change. Out of My League was second wildest. But Two Kinds of Us really did change a lot from the first draft, and that happens a lot with me. So that's not really surprising, but there was a lot in the first draft, and I knew right from the get-go, like, this is not going to be the final draft. Like, this isn't even going to be close. Estelle had a creepy ex-boyfriend who was, like, aggressive, you know, and I was just like, why? I cut him. He's gone. So that was a conflict that felt very, not trivial, contrived, cliche. It just felt wrong for this story, so I ended up cutting that. Did you plan on writing this book while you were working on Can't Catch My Breath? Initially, no. Initially, no. So Stella wasn't a character in the original Can't Catch My Breath, and neither was Harry. In the very first draft of Can't Catch My Breath, Vincent wasn't even in a band, I don't think. Or no, he was, but you didn't meet any of the band members. So when I wrote them into the story, I did not plan for there to be a love interest or their own book. I think it was so I added Stella just for a quick character for Addie to interact with. And initially, Stella was obsessed with Vincent. She really liked Vincent. And so that would have made Addie be like, I like Vincent too, you know, like kind of be jealous, you know. And then I scrapped that idea when it became more obvious that there was a band and there were a smaller band. It made more sense to try and introduce Addie to those members, and that's where we get Harry from. So if you guys have read Can't Catch My Breath, and you'll know the scene with Harry. I think he only has one speaking scene, but that scene with him really sparked my love for him. I loved him so much. And in the first draft of that, I didn't really know what his story was going to be. I kind of had an idea of how it could go, but I never really thought of like fleshing it out. And then once I kind of built Stella's character, like Stella isn't actually Stella, she's actually Estelle, that's when I decided to you know, dive in and do a story just for them. And it was very, very complicated too, because I was afraid that it wouldn't be as interesting, because since you see them a little bit in Can't Catch Your Breath, I didn't think it'd be as interesting for Two Kinds of Us. But once I started writing it, I was obsessed and I was in love, and I wanted to see how these two characters would fall in love. And that was actually Anna's question too. Harry, did you always know he would get his own love story told? Yeah, no, I did not plan it out that way. And it's kind of funny how things happen. I think Harry and Stella, their story had to be told once I wrote them down, and it was really fun to dive into their characters, like I said, and flesh them out a bit more. So when you read Two Kinds of Us, that's the book, duh, Sarah, you will get to a point where you recognize a character. Maybe if you've read all the books in my series, there is one character who is in this book who has never had a cameo before. He's there for a few scenes actually, and I kind of pulled, should I say what book it's from? Okay, I'll just say what book it's from. So it's from What Are Friends For? So if you actually go through, after you read Two Kinds of Us, I challenge you to go through, read What Are Friends For, and be on the lookout for Harry Russo. There is a brief mention of him, but not by name. He doesn't have a name, because when I wrote What Are Friends For, I had zero idea who this kid was, but I added him in, and then I pulled him out like, I don't know, 2 years later, and I wrote Harry's story. So it's funny how things just piece together like that. Like, I wrote this part in What Are Friends For not ever thinking it was going to affect anything. No. And yet here it is coming back 4 books later. It's the tiniest detail in What Are Friends For, but it's kind of fun that it kind of ties together, you know what I mean? So yes, 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 yes. Yes, if you guys go back, I challenge you to go back and read What Are Friends For, and then DM me if you think you found the scene that I'm talking about. It's a very small, I think it's a paragraph, very small, very brief, but I challenge you to go back and check and let me know if you find the little cameo of Harry Russo. Guys, thank you so much for your last minute questions. You 3 rock. I was stressing, so now I gotta hop off and go edit this video. If I get more questions about Two Kinds of Us, I'll definitely answer them for the videos coming soon. I have to film the cost analysis video still, so that's going to be coming Friday. So if I have any more questions, I'll put it in that video, in the cost analysis video, I think. Maybe. We'll see. I don't know. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Sarah Sutton. I'm an indie author of 4, soon to be 5 books. Pre-order links for Two Kinds of Us are down below. We are now at 35 pre-orders. I don't think we're going to hit 50, but that's totally okay. I'm so grateful to everybody who's pre-ordered already. It really does help me out. And even if you purchase it on release day, that is a major help as well. That is a major boost. So if you're holding off because you don't want to pre-order anything, I totally understand. But if you want to order on release day, it really does help me out. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time. I'll actually see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.